Hey guys, welcome to your love reading. It's Spiritual Infusion 1111. Before we begin, there is going to be a giveaway. I'm going to give away 5 of the money oils and 5 of the love oil. Okay, so whatever one you guys want, put it in the comment section, money or love, and then put your favorite emoji. We are going to pick 5 people at random for the money and 5 people at random for the love. We will release this next week, so make sure you guys are checking the community posts. Also too, we did restock. Love is back on the shelf, or it's back on the website, and as you guys can see, it has natural pheromones. We didn't use synthetic, we used the plant-based ones. So let me tell you something. This love oil, it attracts, oh my gosh, first of all, it smells amazing, but it attracts people like crazy. So be careful what you wish for. But both of these are available on the website, and you do have the ability to win one for free. And then I'm also gonna pick one random person that will be getting a cash prize, okay? So with that being said, further ado, let's get into your love reading. All right, what messages do you have for the collective when it comes to the love and romance? I feel like I've known you my whole life. Okay, so there's somebody here that feels very connected to you. They feel like they know you, even if they don't know you. Because for some of you, this could be somebody that maybe you've not given as much information to, but somehow this person, even when they look at you, they remember their past lives with you. Okay, that makes sense. Because for a lot of you, what you may or may not realize is that you and this person, you guys have already been through past lives together. So this person is remembering lives that either you've had with one another. And I also feel like too, the way that you are, it's really influencing this person to look at things differently, okay? You really influence me to be more open-minded. You could be somebody that is very spiritual, and your person could be very logical. And there's something about the way that you are where other people can't influence this person. This person could be very stuck in their ways, but when it comes to you, the way that you talk, the way that you walk, it's almost like you have a level of charisma, uniqueness, and talent. Go on, RuPaul. No, but there's something about you, right? That's very different. And it makes this person open to certain ideas or open to certain ideologies that maybe they weren't open to before. For example, being in love. A lot of people think love is a crutch, right? A lot of people think when you love somebody, you need to run away because love never lasts, but real love always stays, right? Or I also feel like too, though, if you want me to be honest, this person's friends could even be questioning the way that this person is thinking, because this person is operating at a different caliber, operating at a different frequency. This could even be somebody who's talking about having a very serious relationship or locking it down is what I just heard. And I feel like their friends could be relatively confused at, what do you mean? It's like, it's almost like this person's entire identity is shifting, and I feel like their friends and family may be relatively confused. But I don't think it's shifting. I just think that this person is now operating at a higher octane. Because it's something like you could be the walking proof of something. Does that make sense? For example, I'm a firm believer in certain things based on my culture. So other cultures would view it as, well, how is she doing that? How is she defying the art of gravity or whatever it may be, right? But it's something about the way that you go about things, your ideology, your mindset, where it's really influenced this person to look outside of themselves. You also have somebody here, though, that's really trying to telepathically communicate. If you're waking up in the middle of the night too, that's because this person is up thinking about you constantly. I've been learning how to telepathically communicate. I'm going to tell you this. They don't want to tell their friends this though. They don't want to say, hey, I know I haven't gone out, met you at the bar. Hey, I know I didn't go to the game or whatever because I was at home trying to figure out how I can telepathically communicate to the collective and how I can tell the collective, I want you. I love you. You're mine. I'm going to marry you. This is it. You're all that in a bag of Cheetos. Hot Cheetos with lime and tahini. Oh, God. Now I'm getting all hangry. Me hangry in this reading isn't good. What is your guys' super snack? Can you put it in the comment? Because I'm always looking for something. For example, I love salami, cream cheese, pepperoncinis with that all bagel seasoning. Woo! Oh my gosh. I just blasted off into a whole nother world. Let's keep going. It's something about you. Maybe you remind this person of a snack. They're like, why do they look like that? But then I just keep getting that this person is enamored. They're almost baffled in some sense by the way that you are. And I do feel like they are trying to communicate to you. Hold on. What is this person trying to communicate? By the way, this is Spiritual Infusion 1111 for that losers, plural, that keeps stealing my content. There'll be somebody in the comment section that goes, oh, just ignore them. Just like I'm going to ignore your comment. Ooh, what this person? Wheel of Fortune. They want to change. They feel like you and them met because it's destiny, okay? This is somebody also that's ready to take some type of gamble. They're ready to spin the block for some of you. If you haven't seen this person for a period of time or whatever it may be, it's this person is also trying to communicate to you that they're changing, but that they had to have a higher perspective or almost a higher understanding of who you are. Because this person didn't understand you. You could have been somebody that had a weird level of strength or pride, but this could have even been received by other people as ego. Even though you're not an egotistical person, but it could have been received as such because you have a certain energy, almost, this is going to sound really bad, but I can always tell somebody's energy based on when I'm in front of them. I can always sense what their energy is. And I think that your energy to other people that are not at your frequency, because they're looking up, because they're at a lower vibration, they're going to try to depict it as something negative. But I feel like this person needed to take time to understand you, understand the way that you think, understand, because you don't do things the same way other people do. I don't know if it's just your thought process or how you take action. I don't know if it's because you're different than this person, but it feels like they've never met anybody like you before, which is why they're over here that alone is the Wheel of Fortune. That alone is what's making this person really want to take this leap of faith, because they feel like you and them are destined to be with each other. But they're also in a place where they're waiting for the opportunity. I kind of feel like this person is also trying to prime you telepathically before they approach you and communicate this verbally. Because they want to make sure that it's the right opportunity and that when they do approach you, everything goes the way that they want. Because they don't want, their whole purpose in approaching you or into communicating with you, it's to have some type of turn of event. But again, before you get to the Wheel of Fortune, which is nothing but amazing blessings, cash flow, abundance in all categories, right? You have to go through the Hermit. And the Hermit is an energy where it's solitude, it's alone, it's a higher perspective, right? It's the sweat lodge. For some of you, you're definitely a healer. You could even be an herbalist. You could be somebody that's gone through a detox, or you should, if you're not feeling well, you should go through a detox. For some of you, you may have not been feeling good, but believe it or not, that's because you are going through a significant spiritual elevation or evolution. You're going to notice that your gifts are getting stronger. The other thing with this Wheel of Fortune, though, is it's a 1, right? It is 10. You could be born on the 10th. You could be born in October. You could be born on the 28th, which is 1. You could be born on the 1st, the 19th. But what's interesting is the fact that this person is very fixated and focused on changing the way you view things. But part of this change, it comes from them. See, the number 1 is a masculine energy. This person has to take control. And they know that they have to take control of the situation in order to change it. But here's the other component to it, right? See, you've influenced them to realize that it's more than just the physical with you. It's also the spiritual. It's mind, body, and soul. It's all 3. It's the triangle, right? Trina Korea, as we like to say. But I also get that this person is very focused and fixated even on you in a very romantic sense. It's a fixated energy, and it's because you're coming in as like this star. You're coming in as, because usually the devil is it could be, interpreted as a negative thing, right? Capricorn energy, Sagittarius energy. You could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, cusp. You could be a Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp. Or you could just have this in your chart. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or even Mars. But it's like this person can't stop watching you. It's something about watching you. This person could also like your hands or your lips. It's something about you that is completely different. It's like you shimmer. You have a certain aura to you. Now the kids nowadays, I don't know if you guys have kids, but they say, oh yeah, you have aura. That's like the new thing. I'm like, aura's been around, okay? You youngins are just getting hip to the game, right? But they're realizing that there's nobody like you. They've never met somebody like you. It's almost like you're an anomaly. They don't make them like you anymore, or they don't make people that think the way that you do. It's the way that you process things. It's your mindset. It's the way that you have the ability to renew situations, or even if you are like a spiritual teacher or a teacher in any sense, right? You could even be an Uber or a Lyft driver. Anything that you're doing, you could be in the restaurant. Anything you're doing where you're connecting to people, it's like people always leave feeling good when they're around you. They feel optimistic because you give them just like a little bit of your energy, a little bit of your love, and you watch how it spreads like wildfire. Hopefully there won't be any fires in California. But it's like you bring a lot of peace to this person. But again, it's like they're over here looking at you like you can't compete where you don't compare. Yeah, okay. You might not spoon well, but you sure cut through the competition. It's like just because you don't have one component, or people are assuming there's not one component, it's because you're doing things at a completely different frequency. And this person is viewing it as the Wheel of Fortune. You could be a life path number 6. You could be a life path number 1. You could be born on the 6th. You could be born in June. 6-8 is also here because the star is a number 8. You could be a life path 8. You could be born on the 8th, the 26th. But that's why they're trying to communicate with you. It's like they're trying to let you know, like, I'm working on understanding you. It's like this person really wants you to know that they're trying to understand you. Sorry, I got really excited and just scooted in. They want, it's almost like they're prepping you before they go in. Listen, I know it's taken me a long time to change, but I know now is the time too. Holy cannoli, I felt like I was just dyslexic for half a second. Mercury is going in retrograde. I apologize. Usually I'm on top of this. However, today I'm not. Also, we have a full moon on the 10th in Capricorn. So that's going to be really, really interesting as well. Because Capricorn is Saturn. Capricorn is also the father. And it does come with certain restrictions, but it also comes with a level of ethics and moral obligation. So for a lot of you, you've been waiting for this person to change. You've been waiting for this person to communicate. You've been waiting for something to be different, for you to have a sign that this person really does want to be with you, or that they're even interested. Because for some of you, you're curious if even this person is still interested, but they are. But I just keep getting that they could have been very stuck in their ways, and they needed to understand who you were. It's funny. Even if you and this person haven't physically been together yet, it doesn't feel right being apart from you. It's almost like this person is yearning to be next to you. There's something where, for some of you, you're going to be coming into union. And what's going to be crazy is the more that this person is around you, it's like they're going to miss you. They're going to realize how much they missed you. Which is weird because they just said, some of them, they've not even been intimate with this person, or they've not physically been in an environment like that. But what you don't realize is, like, this person, they miss your energy because they're remembering their past lives with you. They're remembering, or they're fantasizing about how good it could be being with you. But for others of you, you are going to be coming into union with this person very, very soon. Very, very, very soon. It's going to catch you off guard almost, because I feel like a lot of you keep sensing it. You know it's coming. It's almost like that energy, like, does a bear shit in the woods? It's like you have that energy where you have an innate inner knowing that this person, that they're coming around the river bend, that they're coming towards you. But then it's weird because when this person is actually with you and they're actually in your energy and you and this person are vibing and everything is great, because a lot of you guys are getting ready for this. But this person had to understand your mind. They had to understand the way that you tick. They had to understand what you actually needed from them and whether or not they had the capability of giving that to you. Because they took it seriously. They didn't want to commit to something that they weren't positive that they could actually finish. Because they felt like you didn't deserve that. It could have looked like, even to you, like this person didn't care, or maybe that they weren't interested, or whatever it may be, but it was far from that. In fact, they're going to treat you completely different than they've treated anybody in their entire life. And believe it or not, for a lot of you, there's even people now that are very jealous of you because of the way that this person even communicates about you. But I'm getting that the more that this person is around you, the more that they're going to miss you in your absence. Even if you go to the store, even if, for example, you get out of the bed and you go make coffee, the person's going to be like, where did they go? They need to be here right next to me. It's some energy where when they have you around, they're not going to want you to go anywhere. See, I do believe fate is the reason for you. Man, my phone is tripping. I do believe fate is the reason for you. This is a fated situation. For some of you, you could have fallen in love with this person. This person could have fallen in love with you. But they believe it was meant. They believe like you are their divine counterpart. They believe that you're the one for them. This is somebody that feels like they can read your thoughts. But again, I think that this is a gift that this person has always had, but based on either their religion, their upbringing, whatever, that type of ideology, it was frowned upon. But you've influenced them to utilize this. See, there's nothing more deadly than a person that has street smarts, but also is very spiritual, but also is book smart. Again, there's that triangle, you see? But it's like they're reading your mind. They know what you're thinking. And it's because you and this person were cut from the same cloth. You and this person were one at some point until you're coming back together. And the aspect of themselves that they're missing, think about the yin and the yang, right? The white part has a little circle of black, which is showing the shadow. And then the black has a little aspect of white, which is showing their light, right? But it's like you both have that missing component that fulfills that other person. You have that missing component that makes the other one feel complete. And this person has really been working on trying to increase their spirituality, trying to understand who you are. This is somebody that's thinking about you right now. See, and this person is over here like, no matter how long we go without talking or without seeing, my feelings for you, they do not change. See, this is somebody that is really understanding why nothing else in their life worked out. I'm telling you, this person loves the way that you think. It's something about your mind. That's why this person, I'm telling you, they can't stop thinking about you. See if I can get this together at some point. I do believe fate is a reason for you. I've never met anyone who thinks like you, and I love it. I'm thinking about you right now. I'm going to say this. I feel like this person knows a lot more about you than what you know about them. Because for a lot of you, not all of you, but for a lot of you, this person is watching you either online. They're very curious about who you are. But again, I feel like part of the thing about this person is the fact that they do their research on you. This is somebody where if you have a Facebook, they're like 10 cousins deep looking for a picture of you. For some of you, they're like, why do we never have any pictures? Why do we never see them in any pictures? You're over there like, because I'm a gypsy, because I'm a fairy, because I'm a genie. I don't know. But it's something about you where it's like, the more that this person begins to understand, it's like the more fixated they become on who you are. What defines you? What are your morals? What are your values? What are your ethics? Are you a good parent? Are you a good mother? Are you a good father? Because again, they're just very curious. For the masculines that are watching this, the feminine, your feminine could be waiting for you to approach them. But I also get to that, Angelo? I'm sorry. It's obviously spring break. And, well, somebody's playing Call of Duty. So I apologize about that for those that heard it. Anyways, if that's not real life, I don't know what is. I mean, come on, everybody has to laugh at that. Anyways, I just feel very, very strongly. It's like you may look a certain way, but it's the way that you express yourself. It's the way that you think. It's the way that it could even be your wordplay, right? Like how you communicate. But again, I just keep getting that this person has a lot more knowledge or a lot more information on you than you do on them. I don't know if it's because they're watching you, if they're stalking you. I'm not exactly positive. But it does feel like they're very focused on the unseen, on the Hierophant. Somebody wants to marry you. You may be over there like, well, they're married. Well, then they're going to get a divorce or something, because whatever this person is, you don't understand. This is something that's not seen. This Hierophant energy, See, but I feel like with this person, there could have been a conflict because 5 is all about conflict, right? You could be a life path number 5. 5s are also the most attractive. You could be born on the 5th, life path. You could be born on the 23rd, the 14th. But it could also be about this person's upbringing, their tradition. That's why they needed to get advice from somebody on how to approach you. You could be older than this person or younger. There could be an age difference. You could be from 2 different parts of the world or just raised completely different because it keeps coming in as like yin and yang. Can I tell you something? I feel like together though, you two are going to be like the Bonnie and Clyde of karma. Because if anybody does something to you that is wrong, it's like this person comes and they rectify it. I just keep thinking or seeing that they can't get you out of their head. And this is somebody that really wants to talk to you. I don't know if you've not spoken to this person. This is Mercury in Taurus. There's a lot of Taurus energy. So this is a very slow moving energy. I know it took me a long time to change, but look, I changed. I'm changing, okay? But again, you have this devil energy, Capricorn energy, but it's not in a negative way. It's like they keep fixating on what to say because they view you as this light. They view you as the sun, this burst of happiness. That's just very intuitive. It's like the way that you see things. You have this intuition, this mental clarity. And I'm going to tell you something. This person has foresight that you and them are supposed to be with each other. They know this. By the way, if you haven't already, please make sure you like the video and subscribe. And remember, put in the comment section which one you want, love or money, in order to, obviously, I just put some out, but, and the money is fire too. I do want to say this though, and I hope that I'm not going to be disrespectful, but hypothetically, if you're somebody where you're not a great person and you're doing things you're not supposed to and you get the money oil, it still works in the sense of karma, right? So if you're not a good person and you're a thief or you're doing whatever, the money oil is not going to work for you because you're not a good person until you clear the karma. But for a lot of you, it will work because what it does is it jump starts it, right? I just want to throw that out there. Okay, so this person, they are confident that they want you though. They're confident that they know that you're theirs. They're confident, but again, it's like they're in this energy where they keep watching. And let me tell you, they want this partnership. Libra energy, Taurus energy, heavy partnership. Because they feel like you could be the best of both worlds. You could be their lover, their best friend, and in business. For some of you, you could work with this person. You could be in business with this person. But they want to like negotiate something with you. Because they're over there looking at you like, do you see their eyes? Do you see? It's like they recognize your strength. And you could even have the strength of not communicating or the strength of communicating at the right time. But it's something about your energy in particular where it exudes a level of power. But the power is also with compassion. And this person knows that you've been very patient waiting for this partnership. They know that. And also I want to say this person is in a very primal energy right now, which I like. Because the problem is when people start overthinking things, that's when you get in your head. That's when you have self-doubt. So this is a very primal energy. You could be a Leo. You could be a Chinese zodiac of a tiger. But it's something about your instincts. But this person is now saying, I have to match their energy, right? That's what they're fixating on. For some of you, they're curious if you're dating or if you're with somebody else. If you are married, They don't like that. They possibly, both of you two could both be in relationships possibly, and they're still fixating. They want you to themselves, but for others of you, you both are single. But it's like they're waiting for the confidence to approach you to say something. Because they already know. See, this person is very confident on the fact that you are theirs. They also want to give you a level of vindication because possibly some of you guys could have gone through a lot in your life, and this person, based on their research, based on being 20 cousins deep on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, it's like some of you, they're like even watching Snapchat stories of your friends and family. If you're in them. But it's like they needed to level up their success, or they felt like they needed to level up in order to be with you. But I also feel like this is somebody that just wasn't going to settle down for anything. This is somebody that was very, very picky and wanted to make sure that you were their perfect match. I don't know if there's a thing of perfection, but you have 8-8 here. The 8-8 portal may be very significant. 7-8 could be significant. 8-5, 8-15, 8-21. But they're getting ready to communicate with you. That's also what the world is. The world represents communication, the World Wide Web. There's something here about this person really wanting to communicate to you. Somebody could also be ending some type of relationship, and there's some type of achievement, or there's some type of acknowledgement that this person wants to tell you. And it definitely could be some type of ending here to something that was hidden. Pisces energy, Scorpio energy, Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn. If it's not your sign, that doesn't mean it doesn't resonate. These are giving you characteristics. With fixed energy, they're very stubborn. They move very slowly, but there's somebody that is very consistent and very methodical, right? Where mutable signs like Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, we're very mutable. So we're very fluid. You know, we could be stable for 10 years and then we could go be wild for 10 years. You know, there's something where we change, we're mutable, which makes it probably frustrating for somebody that's trying to ground or stabilize things, right? But with death to the 12th house, they're done hiding how they feel. They're done pretending like I'm not in love with them. This is somebody that's in love with you. And again, they feel like you're their wheel of fortune. You're their good luck charm. Rabbit's foot could be significant. You could be a Chinese zodiac of a rabbit. But again, there's a lot of hidden things that you may or may not realize. And whatever fears that they had about the past, they could have even been worried if you were healed, if you were ready for a relationship, if you wanted a relationship. But they're ready for this new beginning. You understand? This is like an ending. It's like an ending to this 4-step. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like this person now wants to build. I'm also getting that you either only know a part of them or half of them. There's something about you and them being very similar, but them not showing you the other side of them. I also feel like for a lot of you, if you feel like you're losing everything, remember, trees lose their leaves every year, yet they still stand tall and wait for better days to come. This is somebody, for those of you guys that are women, identify as a woman. This person, it's like they're attracted to you with or without makeup. They also feel like you're clothed with dignity And that's why you're laughing, because I feel like for a lot of you, you could have gone through a lot, and naturally people are going to talk about something that they don't understand. And based on the way you think, based on the way this person views you, they know that they've never met anybody like you before. So what that says is people are naturally going to talk about what they don't understand, right? Because they're going to deem it as wrong. It's because they're not smart. Because smart people understand that change is necessary. I'm not going to get into a tangent on that. My point being is they can see that in any opportunity, you always have a level of strength. You always seem very happy to them also. People could ask, like, why are they so happy? What's going on? This person definitely could also feel like you are their twin flame. They are your twin flame. I do want to say this. You would be surprised at the people that probably think you are their twin flame and you don't even look at them like that. I just want to throw that out there. I also feel like if there was any lies that were going on around about you, it's because there was a lot that was hidden. A lot that like you didn't tell people, or that just people made assumptions about. Because the reality is this. I'm going to offend the stupid community, but I don't really care. It's like people that are not intelligent always pass judgment versus viewing it. For example, I saw something online where it was a CIA agent and he was saying something, and I made my younger son, the one that you just heard say a bad word, watch it. And it said that when a man approaches a woman, he could be very confident. She could want him to approach. However, when he says something, it throws off the flow. So her facial expression will reflect that she's not interested. Almost like, what are you doing? Why are you talking to me? When in reality, an intelligent person needs time to process because you just broke their train of thought. You just broke their flow of whatever was going on. So a lot of times men will interpret that as, okay, this woman is not interested, when in reality, it's the woman that's taking more time to process it. That's why even the CIA agent stated, people that are not as smart, when you approach them and say something, they'll immediately light up because they're not analytical. They're not going through their brain thinking about what they said. Just a little fun fact for everybody. All right, let's get into this extended. I'm really excited, actually. What's this person's current energy? What's their current energy? Ooh, I know that's right. Okay, we have the Fool here. They're ready. Be ready. I just heard, I'm coming for you. And it is also with Judgment here as well. This is somebody that's obviously been planning. They've been planning this awakening. They've been planning this reunion. They've been planning. You're going to be shocked. Like, I feel like you're going to be blown. That person may come ask you to marry them, and you're going to be like, what? For some of you, you're going to be like, sure, absolutely. Are we going to Vegas? What are we doing? Like, it's something where it's like out of nowhere. But you're going to feel like, did I think this, or was this really happening the whole time? Like, you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, I wasn't crazy. Exactly what I felt is exactly what's coming out. What's the environment of this person? What's their current environment that they're in? It's funny because the cards that I used today, they were blue. By the way, for those of you guys that are tarot readers, this is a Spiritual Love Oracle edition by Pretty Psyche. I think she's on Instagram. But the environment is important because it lets you know what's going on around them in the 3D, in the physical. So there's a lot of conversations going on. What is this person's friend's perspective of you? What is this person's friend's perspective of the collective? Ace of Wands. I mean, that could mean a multitude of things, right? I'm gonna not even tell you what I think there. Okay, so hold on. So what What's holding this person back? Let's do, nope, hold on. Cha-cha-cha, did I bring it? I did. Hold on, guys. I think I'm going to do a reading on the shadow work, because I think that would be really good. All right, what is this person's, what's blocking them from having this union? Okay, controlling. Do you assert your power over others because you fear things will go wrong? So this could be the fact that they either had somebody that was controlling them. They could have felt a certain type of way. I don't know. We'll have to get into that. But it has to do about them feeling almost controlled, or them trying to control themselves when it comes to you. I just keep hearing like it's too good to be true. That can't be right. This has to be an illusion. What's wrong with them? Well, what's really wrong with them? It's like everybody's always looking, I feel like, to try to knock you down a couple of pegs because of who you are or because of your energy. It's like what? It's like because they don't understand it. All right. By the way, all of this is going to be available on the extended. The extended is available on the website. All of that information will be in the comment section below. All right, let's keep going. What is this person? What do they want to say? Look, it's a lot of communication coming in. 8 of Wands. That 8 of Wands is positive energy. That could be communication on social media, but it's fast and it's quick. It's like this person doesn't want to sit on their hands anymore. They want to do something. What is their perspective of the collective? 4th house. They could feel like you feel like home to them. They could also feel like you're either a really good mom, or they're viewing you as somebody that, like if you're a man that's watching this, for a woman, they feel like you're their family, or that you're rooted to them, that your roots are actually together. And this person could just want to like nurture you. For some of you, they may want to have a child with you. What's coming in that the collective does not see coming? Some of you need to go play the lotto. Hello, can I come in? The Wheel of Fortune. Here's what I think. I think that this full moon in Capricorn, or this full moon coming up on the 10th, I think it's going to be really significant. Because I feel like a lot of karmic lessons are going to dissipate. And it's something about money. You're like the ace in the hole, the ace of spades. There's a lot of change. Your life is getting ready to completely change. I don't know if you're ready for it, but everything is getting ready to completely change. And what does the collective need to be mindful of? I like that question, because a lot of times we're like, what do they need? But we also need to understand, what do we need to be mindful of when it comes to this person? What does the collective need to be mindful of? The 3 of Pentacles, okay? It could be work. It could be collaboration. It could be dedication. It could be the police. But it could be just the action. It's like you need to be mindful of the way that this person works. It's almost like some network. I don't know why. It could be networking. Or you need to be mindful of the fact that this person is like really been like relentless to talk to you, to whatever. Okay, so with that being said, this is your reading. We're going to get into this in the extended because I'm really excited to figure out that. I feel like somebody's getting ready to express themselves freely. You're going to be really, really surprised at how they care about you. You're going to be in your head like, oh my gosh, did you just tell me you love me? Did you just communicate that? You love me. You really, really do love me. Remember Jim Carrey in The Mask? But yeah, so that's your reading. For those of you guys that are coming on over to the extended, please feel free to click on the link in the comment section below. It will take you straight there where you guys can grab it. If you guys want to hop on, the love oils are going to be shipping on the 24th, which is the 6th, okay? And again, everything is, I pour it on the 11th, which is love at a higher octane, and then we're pouring it on a day that's a 6, which is balancing and balancing the energy and doing everything else. Same thing with money. Money is made either on the 8th or the 28th or the 17th, and it's poured typically on the 28th, okay? All right, so it's infused with the numerology and all that jazz. If you want to book a personal reading with me, grab a manifestation candle, any of the tarot cards used today, all of that information will be in the description. Also, please make sure you guys enter the giveaway. I love you guys. Thank you for all of your love and support. It means the world to me. And I can't wait until our next reading.